Bonjour everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to my first true spotlight on rat-spit's Ravenblood Spires. Now Rat's been someone I've had my eye on since he shared with us his mini park for the contest back in August 2022, because I've witnessed his amazing architecture and great world building. Since then, he's become an amazing friend, someone I deeply trust within the community, and a mod to my channel and my private Discord. That's why I wanted to thank him by doing my first serious spotlight on Ravenblood Spires. As you can see, Rat went from a fantastic fairy tale styled world to a grim and gothic one in this park, showcasing an amazing ability to master this dark style. Rat uploaded it as a day park, but I've always felt like this park was showing its true colors under the moonlight. Rat's been so thoughtful with the way he's designed the lighting in this park that it was a no-brainer for me to visit it during the night. We will still take a look at it during the day at the end of the spotlight though, don't you worry. If you're a PlayStation player and would like me to do a spotlight on your park, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. And if you like this sort of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show the creator of this park some love in the comments. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let me take you to Ravenblood Spires. And welcome to Ravenblood Spires! Woo! I'm so excited to be here and to do my first spotlight on this park. It's such a good park. Like, Rad is such a master at what he does. You can see it, like, right from this first view in the park. It's just so detailed and so grand in scale. I really like how right as you enter you have a guillotine, and so of course, me being French, I appreciate that, especially if those are some king's heads. You can even see the axe for the executioner, so I assume that this place is a jail? Yeah, seeing the jail windows over there. I'm pretty sure this is a jail. That's great. That is absolutely great. Great little detail. It has so much personality, really. And what is this noise? That was so weird. And even some what are those called? Coffins, caskets. Both words works. Both words work, right? Little water bottle thingy. The only thing I'm gonna say that again because I've already recorded the spotlight before my PS5 died on me a few weeks ago, but the only thing that I would challenge Rat to do in the future is theme the inside of his shops, because as you can see, we have this big gothic theme all throughout the park, and then having this like really light blue color and that is really popping is a little bit weird. I don't mind it. Most people don't do it, I think, especially because he said in the description that he had some issues with his well, not some big issues, obviously, with his PS4, not as big as getting his PS4 die on him, but it was definitely lagging and everything, and stuttering, and so I totally get why he didn't go as far, but I'm gonna be challenging you to do that in the future, Rat. Oh, hidden crow. Damn, this is a noisy crow. And here we have a little graveyard. This place is probably my favorite place in the park for some reason. I'm a weirdo who likes to hang out in graveyards, but yeah, I really love how detailed even the graves are. Like, look at those flowers, look at how the fences are busted. It's so cool, so horror focused, and I think he's nailed the atmosphere. You can even see the mist to add to it. Like, it's really subtle, but you can notice it and I love it. Like, your eye subconsciously knows that this place is you know, even with the light. Like, that's what I said in the intro, you know. The lighting is so well made that even for this one tree, he has put a white light right under it so that it pops. Even over there with the other tree, he is so good. And with the candles, so good, so cool. I didn't even know that this tombstone was in the game. That makes sense though, I guess. And there again with the busted grave and the flowers. And so this is only, that's why the guests don't really use it, but that's because it's a little out of place shop, if I may give my opinion on it. First of all, something that I've learned from Tall Guy Gaming's videos. Unfortunately, he is not really doing any videos anymore. But oh, and also you have a little tower piece sticking to the shop, you know. But something that I've learned is that, for example, here you have 2 food stalls, and you only need the one, just the one. So either the hot dog or the chief beef. And but usually having a drink stall next to a food stall is a really good combination. But you don't need 2 different kind of foods, you know. Even if you can definitely. That was a weird noise. I'm so sorry. I glitched, and the people are not even using it. That I don't know. I don't even know why. But yeah, if you want to improve on the management side of the game, definitely have only those 2, and definitely closer to the main path, because it's kind of I mean, I get it. It's kind of a restaurant with those. What are those? Are those custom benches? Oh my god, with cats. Okay, that is badass. That is absolutely badass. But yeah, definitely try to improve on the management side of things. But yeah, you can see that this guest, she just bought a gulpy, and then she goes to get her food, and now you can see in her hand she has a hot dog and a gulpy can. And so yeah, definitely try to use that to your advantage if you're building a park. Something that I've also noticed is that most of your park is really dirty for some reason. Maybe you don't have enough janitors, maybe you don't have enough, well, looking around this place, you definitely do not have enough bins, but that's all right. That's definitely something you can improve on. And one final thing, please, guys, do, like, that doesn't even use any percentage. You can have custom colors for every single one of your employees, and I think this does such a big difference in your park that yeah, I expect to see that in most parks now. And I remember when Albrecht had just finished his first Lord of the Rings park. I toured it like myself in early access. He gave me early access, and I remember the first thing I said to him was, "Give colors to your employees because that looks so out of place. A red Planko guy in Hobbiton." But anyway, I diverge. We're here to talk about Ravenblood Spires. Otherwise, I'm just being picky with small details, but definitely when you have a creation of that caliber, the most minor feedback that you can give is really useful to the creator. I know it. It's not me being harsh, it's just me trying to have Rat improve on what he is already doing perfectly. And I mean, when you look at this big centerpiece of a building, I don't have any feedback to give on that. It's pretty much perfect, right? It really is. It really is. I love this place so much. It's so atmospheric, especially during the night. We'll look at it during the day at the end of the spotlight. But yeah, even with the waterfall. Oh. Oh, I'm sure. I know Maddie's spotlighted this before a few months ago. And I'm sure he gushed all over that. Even with the bridge. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Giving me some ideas actually for my Corvus 5K competition submission. And here we have some more torture because why not? We have a rat. Hi, rat. You're so cute. You're so cute, rat. He's here. The man himself, rat-spit12. But yeah, we have a little torture thingy. And when you... Oh, right. And those fences are actually the... another hidden crow over there. I mean, the park is called Ravenblood Spires, so... Duh. But yeah, those fences are actually the... crown signs that you can find in the... Crown tab. The signs tab, sorry. And he's just put them like all together. I think it is a nice detail. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely gonna steal that at one point. And when we go there, we have a little raven again. Hi. And another food court with a Street Fox coffee and a hot dog place. This one is much nicer in my opinion. It's much more theme parky. I know you're not really going for the theme park aesthetic in this park. I mean, obviously not. But yeah, this is definitely a food area that is more plausible in the way that it's right off the main path. People can just go on the left and get their coffee or hot dog. Coffee and hot dog is a weird combination, though. I'm gonna say that, but but that's fine. And then we have the most wonderful and badass Chairswing, and this thing is, even with the music and the gargoyles, and the spires, of course. So cool. And this place is deep. Like if you were there and if you fell, you'd die if not impaled by that. If you weren't impaled by that, you'd die, definitely. But hey, that's the style of the park. I absolutely dig it. It's so cool. It's absolutely cool, man. And here we have the famous cathedral. I remember Rat's been posting a lot of updates throughout the months of about Ravenblood Spires, and I remember this building was really heavy pieces wise, and all he puts in there is a shop. It's not even a hat shop, it's just a memento. Like, come on. Yep. But hey, that's Rat style for you. He just does the biggest thing and just puts just a memento in there. I mean, why not? Why not? So this is the left side of the park. Again, this is why am I saying again? I've never said that before in the spotlight. But this is actually a small park, but it really shines with the lighting and the atmosphere and the dirty paths and the architecture. It's so cool. Like the way everything is mostly custom, and I really like that. So we'll go in on this ride at the end because this is probably the main event, even though I like the wooden coaster over there better. But this is definitely the main event. So, oh my god, look at this green lighting. Green and orange is such a great combination of colors for lighting. It's definitely one that has been used in Joker, I think, the 2019 movie. And yeah, it works a lot. It's a really great contrast between warmth and really ghostly and haunting coldness, you know. Really dig the color pattern on the lighting and the way you used it throughout the park. Like, most of it is cold, and you have a few warm colors in those little lampposts. I think it's really remarkable. Really great job. And another flat ride skin with a carousel. I think it's hilarious that you don't have the classic carousel music, but you have this really epic music of big proportions, and I think it's hilarious. The first time I've been on this park, I absolutely laughed the hardest I've ever laughed at a flat ride blueprint. Just because it's really good and really badass, but it's a carousel, you know. It's so funny to me. And here I think we have either a hotel. We have another hot dog squad. You really like hot dogs, wow. And so this might be a restroom, and yeah, this might be a restroom as well. And then you have another Gulpy. Yeah, because of the way the light works. I'm not gonna break the immersion, I'm not Iron Matty. Throwing some shade here. No, I love you, Matty, you know I love you. And here we have our first coaster for today. So again, here you can see the regular Planet Coaster guy in blue. I think it's a little bit sad because you lose that bit of immersiveness, but I'm sure you'll do it in the next park. I'll be expecting you to do it in the next park after my feedback, to be honest. The custom shops, you can get away with it, but the coloring, the employees, it just takes maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It's not that bad to do, really. And here we have, so I think this one is called Apparition. You'll see why in the POV, but yeah, it's definitely a cool station. Just, Rat, this is not a pentagram. I remember saying that in the first spotlight, but yeah, that's not a pentagram at all, my man. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this station is pretty simple, but it's really atmospheric again. Usually you can get away with doing really simple station if you get good lighting into it, and I think this one is no exception to that rule. Let's see the stats for this coaster. It's green across the board, and oh my god, yes, looking at the excitement in live here, yeah, it's definitely a really good ride. Let's see about the G-forces. We have some really nice G-forces, really realistic. Oh my god, the big ass airtime, man. Oh my god, minus 2.34 Gs. Wow, we're gonna fly off our seat, man. But that's good. I don't know if that's realistic, to be honest, but who freaking cares? Like, it's not a realistic park. It's just a really cool and well-designed park, and I'm really excited to show you guys Apparition. what a ride. Oh my god, that was amazing. This is probably rat-spit's best coaster, yes. And yeah, just the feel of it. It's really making me feel like it's what's that? The Voyage in the United States. I'm so sorry, I don't remember which park it is from. But yeah, it really reminds me of the Voyage. And with this out and back style, it's so good. The airtime on that thing must be mental. And I think it's also a really realistic layout. Obviously not the triggering, because this triggering is all fantastical, and especially that place here with the lightning. The burning... is that a church, actually? I think it is. Yeah, it's like a small church, I'd say. With the cross and everything. Then you go over the dam. Like, look at that. This is amazing. I really want to catch, yeah, this place as well, with the upside down cross, signifying Satan, because we love Satan here. I think it burns as well, yeah. And then you have this right here. Yeah, this trigger right here is absolutely perfect. Like, having the ghost just right in your face when you're passing by, I think, especially where I was sitting in the front car, I think it was absolutely brilliant, man, and it's an absolutely brilliant ride. I have to congratulate you, because it's definitely an amazing ride and a world-class ride right there. The only thing that I will say is that your brake run is obviously not realistic. I think you were expecting that. I don't know why the game really allows us to build brakes on slopes and turns on wooden coasters. That's not realistic at all. The one thing I would say as well is to have on this end of the brake run, like maybe this piece of track right there, to have a block section. That way you can load a lot more passengers and help that queue being a little bit lighter, especially because those trains have a lot of capacity to them. But yeah, that's just me being nitpicky with the management side of things. But I think the management side of things is really important. We don't really utilize that a lot yet on console, or usually when you do a Planet Coaster creation, you just worry, does it look good, does it look realistic? But we don't really pay attention to the guests. And I think that the guests and the employees as well do bring a lot of life to our creations, and that's why they are so important to take into account. But yeah, look at this exit with this little pond over there. So cool. And you can see the brake run. We'll see it arrive in a minute, I think. Yep, there it is. And yeah, you can see how it slams into the last turn. Your laterals weren't too bad, to be honest, but I think if you had a problem with the laterals, I think those were... this last S-turn over there is definitely where it's at. Anyway, so that was an amazing ride. I really, really loved it. And if you haven't ridden it yourself, you really do want to ride it on your big PS4 or 5, actually, because this is a PS4 park, by the way. I don't think I said that in the intro. But this is a PS4 park. Like, people usually say to me, I don't have a PS5, I can't do whatever I want. Guys, look at that. Look at that masterpiece of a ride. You can do amazing stuff on PS4. And that's why I've done Simple Park the way it was as well. I wanted to prove to you guys, I mean, even though it's crashing a lot because of Minor Matty's tank engine, I think you can definitely do some amazing stuff on PS4, and yeah, you just have to try it and have the determination to go through with your projects. But anyway, look at that main event. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. Oh, with the waterfalls and everything. I'm a sucker for waterfalls. I really like lakes and stuff, but having water flow like that is so satisfying to me. I cannot explain it. It's so cool. It's just the flow of time, and I'm getting philosophical again. So let's go on the ride. Let's go inside of the big castle over there. And just before we get inside, I really want to check the whole architecture of it all. I think it's really masterful because you may not realize it, but I'm pretty sure that those two pieces over there are Nope. Are they? No, they just look similar. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say absolute bullshit. I'm so sorry about it. I was about to say, yeah, they're exactly the same. It's just copied it over and over again. But it's not exactly the same, but it looks good. It looks amazing, and well, I was about to say it's not that hard, but it is. It's a lot of work. If you're not willing to put in the hours, this is definitely a lot of work, and it might feel daunting. It might feel like you can never do such things, but in my opinion, you can definitely try to what's the word? Let's say do your best. You can definitely give it your all, and rat-spit's definitely given it, his whole right here. I didn't even notice that there were some pink lights over there. Oh, this is so cool. And last ride of the park is actually a Vekoma / arrow looper. I'm not really fond of those rides, especially because that upside down cross again. This makes sense because let's see the inside of the queue, and yep, this rat is a pentagram. Good job, man. But yeah, I've been on GOTHIC at Parc Astérix like 2 days ago, and it absolutely wrecked my neck, and I still feel it to this day. It's horrible, and so I absolutely hate Vekoma / arrow loopers. But yeah, you can see a lot of things here. You can see that there are swords in the walls, those little what are they called? Jesters? Yeah, jesters fountains, and obviously the pentagram with the fiery altar here. And inside the queue we have this amazing inside the station we have this amazing station. Whew, you know how to do stations, rat. But anyway, let me pause that real quick, otherwise this thing will depart without us. And let's check the stats, and they're green across the board. That's nice, but I think if I remember correctly, yeah, that's where everything starts to be a little bit unrealistic compared to the wooden coasters, so your laterals are way too high. Laterals usually 3 is a good limit. 3 is a lot of laterals, and usually you really don't want to go up to 3. 5.34, if they're not sustained, this is okay, I guess. And the airtime is nice, the forward G-forces are nice. Number of inversions 5, airtime count 3, and of course we don't care about all of that. We only care about those 3 stats, really. Those 3 stats, if you guys ever want to build a realistic coaster, you want to keep the laterals under 3 if possible. Let's say 250 is a good one. Like, it's a little bit, it's the most intense probably that you could do in real life, but 3 is really the limit, and if it's 3, you have to not have it sustained, And same with the verticals. Usually the limit is 5. If 5.44 is not sustained, this is fine. And then the minimal vertical G-forces, this is your airtime forces, so the moments when you leave your seat, and those are nice, I would say. They're not realistic, but come on, this is Planet Coaster, whatever. But yeah, they're good. So don't really pay attention to those, but they're pretty interesting to know as well. So if you want to focus on realistic layouts, you definitely have to lower the G-forces over there. Anyway, let's take a ride on Sacrifice. And honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Wow. Obviously the layout isn't that realistic. We saw it with the G-forces earlier, but yeah, some of those turns are totally underbanked. And this is not like, this is something that you can learn after a few creations on Planet Coaster, because when you look at Ibex and the convergence in Wooden Coaster High in Parc Ciel Bleu, you can definitely see that I too had some underbanked sections, but yeah, this is definitely the main problem. Every time you have a turn, so I think that's right after, yeah, right here at first, then you go into that little dip, another turn that is underbanked here, and this little half loop, banked loop, whatever. Then you have this really, really nice airtime section. That should be probably the highlight of the ride. Then you have another turn that is underbanked, another turn that is underbanked, and then for some reason you overbank it. Why not? Okay, sure. And that's fine, you know, you can definitely improve on that in the future. It's no big deal. And also that, yeah, that element right there, the 0G roll on a Vekoma / Aero Looper, is not really a realistic element to have on such a coaster. It's much more on the inverted Vekomas, actually, on the SLCs that you can find them most commonly, but not on this model, the sit-down model, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've ever seen one of those on the Vekoma or Aero Looper. And yeah, you have one final turn that is underbanked. This turn into the station, though, this really light turn, is actually okay because it's really drawn out, so that's totally fine. And yeah, back into this magnificent station. I absolutely love this station, especially with the lighting. Again, like, the lighting in this park is so cool. Lighting is something that I pay attention to the most in Planet Coaster for some reason. I think that your park has to look good as well during the day as well as during the night. You know, that wasn't a correct sentence. You get what I mean. I'm French, by the way. Did you know that? And I only say it like every single video, but whatever. And but yeah, this is definitely rat-spit's best part yet. I'm so excited to see even the floor. I didn't even look at the floor. Oh, so good, so good. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, let's look at the park during the day, which is not as magical to me as it is during the night, but let's do it nevertheless. There we go. And yeah, you can see that with all the lighting gone, it is still architecturally really impressive. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a gothic dragonstone from Game of Thrones, really. But yeah, I think it looks way better during the night. And fight me. Fight me. What can I say to give my closing thoughts? I want to say that this park is brilliant. I think it really showcases the talent of rats, and I'm really excited to see what he does next, especially because he's been posting updates to the various discords, and he is a genius. He's doing a collab with Kep, and Kep is also a wonderful builder that has just arrived to PlayStation with a PS5, and so I'm really excited to see his work firsthand, you know, because so far the work that I've seen from Kep has been from, for example, Maddie Spotlights in on Xbox. So yeah, definitely something that I haven't checked out myself before, and I'm really excited to check it out myself. But yeah, I would say that the architecture doesn't really stand out during the day. But what does stand out during the day is definitely the nature part of the park. And I remember really liking this place during the day. I think it really looks like Hogwartsy in a way, if that's even a word. It's a made-up word, whatever. I think this place looks really magical, looks really like your far away place to fish, I would say. With the mountains in the distance, you have some of the higher spires over there, if you can see them, and the dam right there with the wooden coaster on it. I think the wooden coaster on the dam was mwah, chef's kiss, you know. It's so good, such a good idea, and yeah, definitely, I love this wooden coaster. It's definitely the best ride in the park. What else can I say? I think you guys have to congratulate rat-spit in the comments, because I know he's gonna be reading some of the comments that you guys post, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, well, please leave a like, and also consider subscribing, because there are gonna be some more spotlights in the future. Well, a lot of them, because I really enjoy doing that in hindsight, and yeah, I'm so excited to be back as well. It's so cool. I've been working on a project with for the Corvus 5K competition, and so that's gonna be my next build. I'm so excited to show you guys what I've done, and I have some other projects, non-Planko related, of course, that you guys are gonna be really excited to see as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and I'll see you guys in the next one. À bientôt!